Brother, let's age.
Stop it!
Alright, so this actually happened almost 10 years ago. I had a number one track on the Beatport Hard Techno charts. Deborah DeLuca was playing it, and I'll be honest, I still really don't know how it happened. The track's called Delhi, and this isn't one of those videos where I pretend like I've cracked some secret formula. If anything, it's more about momentum, consistency, and why one song doesn't actually change your life overnight. At the time, I was working in retail at Officeworks, living with my parents. Nothing glamorous. Musically, I was doing okay. I was pretty established in the minimal scene. I was playing gigs, regularly hitting the Beatport top 100 for minimal. SoundCloud remixes were doing really well, but it wasn't anything crazy. I wasn't blowing up. I was just moving forward. I think success to me back then was very metric based. So plays, chart positions, numbers going up. That was the scoreboard in my head. I was also insanely hard on myself, which hasn't really changed. I remember listening to Delhi over and over again in my backyard, trying to find problems. The track is like 8 minutes long, so that wasn't exactly relaxing. I was definitely in grind mode, not confident, just working. Delhi wasn't some master plan. It was just another weekly track. I was collaborating with William Kiss. It was just meant to be fun. I was loosely inspired by Shundi by Teddy Cream, mainly the Indian vocal and the reverb kick or the rumble. What I liked about it was how it felt generic, but still underground. Fun, but heavy. Kind of scary. What I didn't copy was the cliche stuff. Their version had like very obvious build-ups and drops. I kind of made Delhi a bit more progressive. Longer builds, more intensity, more restraint, more proper, I guess. At the time, it didn't feel special. It just felt solid. If anything, it actually felt a bit uncomfortable because I was nitpicking the shit out of it. Here's the part that people skip. It took 7 years of producing before I hit number one. And I'd been releasing weekly for at least 2 or 3 years before that. I never struggled to finish tracks. I had a recipe. I used reference tracks constantly. I'd literally copy arrangements. I don't really understand the whole I can't finish music kind of thing. You can literally take an 8-bar loop and turn it into a full track if you just do it. At the time, I wasn't really obsessing about the charts. I was obsessing more about volume. My mindset was control what I can control. Put in enough work and eventually something will land. And I already had enough momentum building from the minimal scene. Consistently charting, releases on big labels, and friends with big DJs. Delhi didn't come out of nowhere. It landed on top of movement. The track was sitting in the top 100 for quite a while before it hit number one. I was actually checking the charts constantly, but so were my friends as well. One of my mates, Adam, was checking the charts religiously for me, which was actually really nice looking back. When it finally hit number one, I kind of felt everything all at once. Ego boost, disbelief, and then this weird numb feeling like, oh, that's it. The real benefits took ages. Money, gigs, DJs playing it. That stuff all came way later. At first it was kind of anticlimactic. I think the funny part is I didn't even know who Deborah DeLuca was at the time. My friends were sending me clips like, oh man, this is huge. And I was just sitting there on my phone like, who is this? I was definitely more confused than starstruck. But that period is when it started to sink in that this could actually be real. That being a professional DJ wasn't really just a fantasy anymore. People probably assumed there was a lot of luck and a big push behind it. There wasn't. No paid plays, no secret strategy, no overnight explosion. And yes, I will admit luck was a factor, but there was no fucking luck involved in the work. I worked my ass off for years. I think what surprised me most was just how quiet it was at first. The big stuff kind of came 1 or 2 years later. I had a YouTube video with over 1 million plays, big DJs playing my track, a meme using the song, and really good money for a label release and a collaboration. But none of that happened instantly. If I had to guess what mattered most, I'd say volume, consistency, and momentum. I think releasing weekly mattered way more than perfection, and I still believe that. If you have to go to the gym regularly, why is music any different? Some people hate that approach, and that's fine. But from my experience, I haven't really found a better system. And yes, charts respond more to momentum than one perfect track. No doubt about it. If Delhi flopped, I'd probably still be doing the same thing that I am today. My motivation is internal. I really want to see how far I can push myself, not collect trophies. Would I love another chart topper? Of course. But I definitely won't be changing my sound for it. That stuff isn't sustainable anyway. One song doesn't change everything. I think what matters most is how you run the whole thing. So music, networking, consistency, marketing. Looking back, Delhi was luck, timing, and consistency. And success is very simple to me now. Freedom. I don't want to be stuck in an office forever. Charts help with that, but they're just a means to an end.